This video is brought to you by Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community for creative people where millions get to explore together. Skillshare's got thousands of classes. As artists, you're going to love discovering topics in fine art, illustration, and more. Lots of Skillshare classes are under 60 minutes. With short lessons, you can fit them into the busiest of schedules. At Art Prof, we produce travel videos where we paint on site. So I decided to watch Travel Street Photography, telling visual stories with powerful street photos by Sean Dalton. This class covered many relevant topics and elements of street photography that are going to be incredibly useful the next time I'm painting on site. This includes specifics about camera gear, overall photography approaches, and concepts that are really specific to street photography. All of these topics were well explained and illustrated through breathtaking travel clips and images. I can't wait to take all of the skills that I learned from this class and apply them to my own travel photography. The first 1,000 people to use the link will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. The concept behind glazing is that you have a layer of opaque paint, which is completely dry, and then to do the glaze, you take a color and you mix either liquid or oil medium into it so that it's very thin and really transparent, and then you paint that transparent color over the opaque color so that when you look at that area, the opaque color comes through the transparent paint. And so it gives your painting just a beautiful sense of depth. You can see the layers really clearly, and you're able to just slightly change the color and not have things go really wrong. Like if you want to totally rechange the color and put opaque paint on top of opaque paint, that feels a little bit dangerous because you could easily lose all the work you did underneath. With a glaze, that's not the case. It's really easy because you just put the glaze over the opaque paint, and if you look at it and decide, I don't really like that, you just wipe it away with your rag. And so what I love about glazing, it's almost like there's this insurance policy which comes along with glazing. It's like, oh, well, if you mess up, it's fine. You can just go right back to where you were. And that's not the case when you paint opaquely. Once you paint opaquely, it's pretty much there for good. Think about always having opaque paint and transparent paint in different parts of your painting, because the thing is, if you use all opaque paint, the tendency is for the painting to look really flat, really dull. But the thing is, if you do all transparent paint, then the painting ends up looking really thin. It feels like it has no substance to it. And so the trick is to have certain parts opaque and certain parts transparent, because then you get a really nice range of different qualities. In this case with the lobster, I found that the alizarin crimson was a really good choice to do lots and lots of glazing, because I was looking at the colors, and I think what bothered me about the colors in the base color tone is that the colors didn't have a richness to them that I was looking for. They felt a little bit too flat. And so the glazing with the alizarin crimson is really going to help me bring out the vibrancy of the color. But also another thing that's really great about the alizarin crimson is that it's just a very dark color. So if I layer on the alizarin crimson pretty thickly, it almost looks like black. But it's this really deep, really intense red. And so there does come along with that this beautiful intensity to the color.